This
UFC
one we supposed to get a few months ago. Finally getting
Fight
back.
Night, February 20th. Blaydes
Black
versus
Beast.
Lewis.
It's a heavyweight night. My type of people.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
fun. I think this card. Now, watch this be a total fucking dud. But
see it.
on paper, this card looks great. It looks fun to me. It looks like a lot of fun fights.
Let's get into it.
So I think when we talked about this before, you were both on Blaydes
Yeah.
here to win this fight.
Well,
How
my
do you
heart
think this
want,
fight's
my,
going to
my heart wants the Black Beast, but my mind says Blaydes is going to win this by. I mean, I could see
You say that again
Blaydes.
out loud. Your heart wants what?
My heart wants the Black Beast to
This
win.
sounds funny to say out. It just sounds funny.
My heart wants you here on Valentine's Day, Black
right.
Beast.
But yeah, I'm in the same boat with him. I would love to see Derek. I love Derek Lewis, everything he does. I want to hear his post-fight press conference. I want all that to happen.
I don't think this fight goes to decision. I think fucking
just-
Blaydes is going to wear him out, and
Yeah,
I say
that-
third or fourth round TKO,
And that-
top ground and pound or
That's
something.
probably
like
the most likely scenario. Although Lewis came in pretty lean his last fight.
You know, Lewis. Hey, you never know. Like when I said maybe we get a flash KO, maybe he'll fucking
That
jump
could
across the
happen. No,
ring and knee him in the face.
He
You know?
very easily can hit Derek or Curtis Blaydes with one shot and put him out for sure.
Because you know he likes to do that. He'll open up that
Oh.
first round, throwing a head kick or
Where
a
he's-
knee.
yeah, crazy
like,
jumping
what are you
moves.
doing,
Like, what are you
dude?
doing, big dude?
You're not a bantamweight.
A weird a spinning heel kick or some
Yeah.
shit like that. He's got those in him. And like I said, his last fight, he looked lean.
Yeah.
He looked a little trimmer, like he's in better shape.
Yeah.
But I just think Blaydes wrestling is a problem.
Yeah. I just
It's
think
a
Lewis is
huge
one
problem.
of my favorite guys in
Right,
the
and
whole UFC. So
Curtis Blaydes, another local guy.
yeah.
I wish I liked him. I mean, I don't dislike Curtis Blaydes.
Yeah.
His fights are just not the most entertaining to watch. But he wins. He's dominant, and his wrestling is second to none. I mean, he's basically undefeated.
Yeah.
He's lost to one person twice.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker's a monster, Francis Ngannou. The boogeyman beat him twice.
Yeah. I want Lewis to win, but I think Blaydes.
But that
will win.
also shows there's a path. There's a path. Because Ngannou was able to knock him out, take him down, they'll fight the takedown, and beat him.
That's
So,
the thing. I think Lewis just has to come out and just balls to the wall, dude.
yeah, I'm again.
Don't give
leaning-
Curtis Blaydes time to set up his shots.
Mike
and
Tyson
things
said,
like
I'm going to
that.
switch this pick about 3 times before we actually lay it down.
Probably 4.
Yeah. But I'm leaning Blaydes just because that's a smart bet to go ahead with Curtis Blaydes because he's probably going to come out, a +3 or -300 favorite or something like that. He's probably a big favorite. But
this is heavyweight.
I want Derek Lewis to win
Yeah,
this fight.
is heavyweight MMA.
Right.
You know, what are the odds going to be on Derek Lewis by TKO? If they're pretty favorable, we lay it.
Yeah, for sure.
You got a good shot.
Yeah, he can knock out anybody. Derek
Yeah.
Lewis can knock out anybody in the world.
Well, next fight on the card.
Ketlin.
Vieira wins this fight. I think she
yeah.
may finish it too.
Yeah, I think we might not disagree too much in this card.
So we'll just keep this one short.
Yeah, I think Ketlin Vieira wins. I don't think this fight should be a co-main event.
No.
But I just think they're trying to break up that. There's a lot of heavyweights in this card. I think they're trying to break up the
Yeah.
heavyweight action a little bit, which is rare. You don't ever see that many heavyweights on cards.
No.
All right, well, let's just keep rolling with
This
it.
should be a really good fight.
Right.
Charles Rosa and
And,
Derek Minor.
I'm gonna pick Derek Minner. He's gonna come snatch
Minner?
that neck because he helped me win over $2.5 grand
Yeah.
back in September of last year. So.
Derek Minner helped Tony fall in love with DraftKings.
Yeah, Derek Minner was my slate breaker.
Charles Rosa is a good fighter, though. He
Over
is
TJ
very
Laramie.
technical. He is sharp. I do think Derek Minner's going to get this fight in. He's a little bit more seasoned, a little bit more. Well, yeah, what's the word I'm looking for?
This is gonna be a scrappy fight.
Right, and I think in a
This is gonna be a very
scrappy fight, Minner's a little bit more.
It's gonna be
down that
fast-paced.
road. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely quick.
You know,
and
if
I do
you're-
like the Minner by sub prop.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And if you're playing fantasy, I think you should be all over this fight.
right, I think this is gonna be one. This is another. I mean, there's heavyweight fights. Who knows? There could be a lot of.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of quick flash KOs.
And this next one, we got Alexei Oleinik, Chris Daukaus. Man, I think Chris Daukaus is just.
Dawkins' hands are out of this world.
His head does not match his body.
No, not at all.
He's supposedly a pretty decent black belt in jiu-jitsu too. So if Oleinik can get him there, let's see how he plays out. He didn't have a chance to show it off a whole lot.
Well, Dawkins has like some of the best hands I've seen at heavyweight in a long, long time in the UFC. He's gonna go for the knockout. Now Oleinik is he's been knocked out. 70 fights, 59, 13-1.
What's the does it show the reach discrepancy on here?
The what?
The reach. So Oleinik has a reach, but he's not much of a striker.
Oleinik is just amazing to me because he pulls off an Ezekiel choke in MMA.
Yeah.
The fact that he's able to do that without gi on, without gloves.
Maurice Green did it from the bottom.
Right. That he's able to pull that up. He's done it multiple times. Yeah. It's like a go-to
Stick
for him.
that fist in their throat.
He tried to do that. What did Derek Lewis call the choke that Oleinik tried to pull out? What did he call
the British Bulldog.
The British Bulldog
he tried
choke.
that British Bulldog shit on my ass.
The Bulldog choke. Olynyk's going to try to grapple this fight, and like I said, Dawkins is reportedly a black belt in jiu-jitsu. We're going to find out.
I think.
Dawkins has got a 0 submission win here. 0%.
Right.
And
I don't know how his knockdown average.
Cold. Like he puts people out.
I think Dawkins is going to put him to sleep in the first round.
I don't know about that. I think Dawkins wins this fight. I think it might.
I think it might be a little sloppy.
I just want to see what happens once that does get sloppy. Yeah. Like if it stays standing, which I think it won't.
Yeah.
But if it stays standing, Dawkins is going to put him to sleep.
I'm going to take Dawkins by TKO knockout.
I'm going to say Dawkins, but
I think this is the last we're going to see of Alexei Oleinik.
Second round.
Second round.
He's not gonna knock him out in the first round.
Well, so we're still waiting for an opponent.
I'm gonna take TBA over Rafa.
And then another hometown hero, Andre Arlovski.
It's kind of the same situation of the last fight we just talked about.
Aspinall,
another world-class boxer, right? Good hands, knocks people out cold. Both these heavyweight fights are kind of like, okay, here's these up-and-comers, these new guys in the heavyweight division. Let's fight these old lions and see what happens.
Right, some gatekeeper type.
I could see this heavyweight fight being a decision. I don't know, there's something about it.
Well, here's the thing,
because Arlovski's no slouch when it comes to striking. That's where Aspinall this. But
Arlovski will go to bed too.
Yeah, he's chinny. He's in his old age. Sure. Yeah, but
and I don't think Aspinall is going to be shy to pull the trigger like Tanner Boser was.
Yeah.
Tanner Boser threw 20 strikes in that fight. It was
like Aspinall was even beating himself up in his last fight, though. It took him a lot longer to finish his opponent than he thought.
But I think he's going to force a little bit more out of Arlovski, and someone's going to get knocked out in this fight. It's not going to be like that Boser fight where Boser kind of just leaned back and was over respectful for it.
I mean, I'm taking Aspinall to win this fight. I just don't know. I don't know if I can decide on if it's going to be a finish or a decision.
All right, who wins faster, Aspinall or Dawkins? There's a prop for you.
I'm going to go Dawkins to win faster.
I think Aspinall does.
I'm going to go Dawkins.
I think Aspinall does because
I just think Olynyk's too lost on the feet.
But I get it. That's why it's going to get ugly on the floor. Whereas Arlovski's more willing to engage in a firefight. We've seen him do it. He hasn't done it in his last fight, but we've seen Arlovski go in a firefight and get put
just when you think Arlovski's fucking got 1 foot out the door, he brings that motherfucker right back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Aspinall on this one though as well.
Now we're going to undercard.
See, now this is one I cannot make a decision on.
Yeah.
Same record.
We know who the UFC wants to win,
I haven't seen enough
right?
of either one of them to really know.
We know UFC wants Phil Hawes, right?
Philip Hawes.
Well, I mean,
he's a contender.
How do you say that first name of that other guy?
Nasruddin
Imavov.
The second one's harder for me. The first one's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
This guy took 4 years of French.
He's the
I don't think it's a French word, but it looks French.
He's a Russian sniper, is his nickname, yeah.
Yeah, he's. We get those Russian fighters who come in. They're technical as fuck. They're tough. They're relentless grapplers.
Can he stay away from the Philip Hawes' power? That's going to be the thing. And if he can, Philip Hawes has been on the gas a little bit. So
yeah, I think that this is going to be a big test for Philip Hawes because Imamov's going to push the pressure, but I think Hawes is going to catch him, and I think the UFC thinks that too.
But even when this fight was scheduled, 2 cards ago, the line kept flipping.
Right.
Hawes opened up the favorite, then Imavov pulled away and was the favorite.
I really think they're trying to bump up Phil Hawes.
I don't know. This is a tough one to call. But it's definitely, if you're doing fantasy, you want to have it because I don't think it's going the distance.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Gordon versus Chavez.
Oh, man, I don't know enough about either of these fucking guys, but...
I know. Yeah, I'm not a really big well versed in either one of them. I do think.
Well, I mean, Danny Chavez is 0'0", so I don't know how he's gonna fucking.
Yeah, nobody knows who he is. Well, then let's just keep rolling with it.
Yeah,
this next one should be a good fight, though. The Violent Bob Ross.
Yeah, oh man, I've had so much hope for Luis Pena, and he kind of underwhelms me sometimes. Pena.
Oh yeah, no, I think Drakkar Close is gonna win this fight.
Yeah, I think Close is gonna take this.
But Pena's gonna have put a good performance out there. Pena's a pro. Mm-hmm. Like he goes out there. Who did he just beat recently? That the UFC kind of pissed that he beat. They didn't expect him to beat. He came out of his last fight and messed up some up.
But it wasn't like it was one of those I think it was one of those sketchy decision victories that he won.
Anybody watch Sanford and Son?
Yeah.
Looks like Shady Grady.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does.
Sideshow Bob. You can throw anything in there, man. Violent Bob Ross is a great nickname, though.
Yes.
But he does a little bit of everything. I just think that Close is the guy that is on the rise, is working his way towards the top.
Well, let's move on to the next fight. Wineland and Castaneda.
Wineland last seen being iced by Sugar Sean.
The sexy Mexi Castaneda. I didn't know that.
Man.
With Asian writing on his chest.
Yeah. Is that jiu-jitsu? I think that's jiu-jitsu. I should know. Our academy has it on the wall. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know much about Castaneda. I mean, you know what you're going to get from Wineland. From the
Wineland's been. I mean, this is a scenario where Castaneda is supposed to win this fight.
Yeah.
This is to give him a seasoned veteran.
I could see Wineland winning this fight.
No, I could see, but this is set up for Castaneda to win. That's what it's set up for.
14-3, a guy that's 24-14.
Wineland's been fighting since WEC.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time. And his last fight was a test for Sugar Sean. Sugar Sean put him out.
Yeah.
So they're both coming off losses. This might be a scenario where one of them loses, they're done. They're out of the UFC.
I mean, if Wineland loses, he has to be done. Like he's been getting finished a lot lately. So
I lean Castaneda in this fight just because I think Wineland's just.
Well, their last fight, they both lost their last fight. Right. So I guess
Wineland was a highlight knockout though.
Yeah, he got a walk off.
Man, he had a great mustache though.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next fight.
Oh, everybody knows
the Train. Juicy J.
Nate the Train for sure.
Man, but look at Julian Erosa's a big boy for this division. 6'1".
He'll probably come out being the favorite too.
Yeah.
But Landwehr does not know how to quit. He does not stop moving. He's a brawler. He'll talk to Dana White while the fight is going on. Yeah. He is a fun guy to watch fighting. Yeah. I was really big on him when he was supposed to fight Evlev a few months ago. Real successful career in Russia, Landwehr. He was over there at I forget where it was. Was it M1? The M1, the Russian Federation.
Was it M1? Yeah.
Well, he was a champion in that federation. They go over there when you're American in Russia and you become a champion. That is a hell of a fucking accomplishment because they don't want you to be a champion for one. Yeah. So if you fight your way through all that nonsense, you are legit. So I like Landwehr in this fight to make it dirty, to make it ugly. It's definitely going to be fun one to watch. And again, I also think DraftKings people out there, this is one you want to focus on for sure.
I'm going to be on Nate as well.
For sure. Like Nate Landwehr is going to make Erosa have to hit him a lot, have to finish him. Submission, whatever it's going to be, this is going to be a high-scoring fight because Nate Landwehr is going to make it be that way. And maybe Erosa does win, but it's going to be a tough fight.
Yeah. All right, let's go to another fight, which doesn't have a picture.
Casey O'Neill wins.
Casey O'Neill versus
Shannon Dobson, the biggest underdog victory of all time.
Biggest underdog victory of all time.
You do that twice? Mm-hmm. Hey, I went to that well at Roxy and it cost me.
Yeah.
Well, Dobson's 3-4.
Well, her last fight, she was a plus 800 favorite, and she cashed and won.
Then she fought. Where is Agapova?
I don't
seen her since.
She probably fucking ran away from fighting after losing the fight. There it is, Agapova. Yep. She was one of the biggest. I knocked her out too. Shayna Dobson's fucking huge though.
Yeah.
She's a giant fighter in that weight class.
Well, so
moving on. Don't even know much about
Skelly
and Emmers. Familiar with Emmers, not very familiar with the Scrapper. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking into this fight a little bit more, watching film. You'll see when we make our picks. Yeah. This next one was supposed to happen these next two were supposed to happen a while back.
I'm going to go, actually,
I'm going Draco for this one.
Zahabi and
That's brother of Faraz Zahabi, the coach. This one got called off for COVID a few months ago. Draco is a guy that the UFC is going to really want to push forward. Good boxer, really good hands. Strong, powerful fighter. I think he knocks his Zahabi out in the first round.
I agree.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Spivak and Vanderau, another fight. I think on the same card got canceled. They were supposed to fight. And I think Vanderau gets this done.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
Whoa.
I think this is going to be an upset. Spivak is a good fighter. He's a strong fighter, but he is not someone that's going to wow you. He's not someone that's going to knock you out fast. He's going to keep you in that fight. And I think,
it looks unfinished. His polar bear tattoo on his chest.
He probably went to training right after.
Looks more of a grizzly at the moment.
Well, yeah, he went to train right after, so it never healed right. But I think Vanderau's going to steal this fight in an upset. It's an upset pick for me.
I think I'm going to take Spivak decision, actually.
No, I think Vanderau ends as Spivak, knocks him out.
All right. Well, let's move on to another upcoming. Well, no, actually a fight we live streamed on Twitch. So if you are a Twitcher, twitch.com/intheguard, we live stream this and kind of a fight companion. And what do you guys think? How you feeling about Overeem Volkov fight?
Man, you saw two legends get knocked